Hi everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Empowering Accounts Payable Departments with AP Automation. My name is Josh Gagnon, Marketing Manager for New England Document Systems. We've been involved in the AP automation space for 18 years, helping companies streamline their processes and save time and money along the way. There are many factors that are affecting accounts payable departments today. Much of this is coming from a corporate directive to maintain business health and business continuity. Now, what else is driving organizations to look at improving their AP process? Out of a 500-company survey by the Aberdeen Group, 57% said they lack visibility to their invoices. It's a problem. Once an invoice leaves someone's desk, it goes into the black hole or gets lost. They get misplaced. People say they never got them. Sometimes AP doesn't even know about an invoice until it shows up on their desk. 43% said, we have a corporate directive to lower our costs as they have done elsewhere in the organization. They're looking for more timely accounts payable processes and, most importantly, process improvements that they can report or manage and improve over time. Fraud is a huge issue today, and risks need to be minimized. And taking early payment discounts are even more important in today's competitive environment. There have been many studies done on what it is costing organizations to process a single invoice. Given the fact that all of these manual touch points and all of these are error-prone steps, you might be familiar with some of this information. This is also from the Aberdeen Group. They've studied payable processing for years, and what they've said is the average cost to process just one invoice is about $15. And if you think about it, if you've looked at your loaded labor costs and determined how many invoices you process with your team over a year's time, you can usually take into account what your cost per invoice is. What you can't usually take into account is a loaded labor cost of all the other people outside of your accounting team that touch the invoices and are responsible for approving, possibly coding, assigning a project code, working with vendors to resolve invoice discrepancies, all the way down the chain of processing invoices, entering into the ERP, and the downstream cost of weekly payments. Companies that have implemented an AP automation process improvement have seen their costs come down 60 to 80%. Think about what you deal with. If you're an accounts payable, think about your process. Where might you fit in this Aberdeen study? I hope no one is in the bottom third, but if you are, you're probably somewhere in the middle, like most, around $12 to $15 per invoice range, but you could be in less than $3 per invoice processing range with AP automation. Every one of these wish list points is possible to achieve. It has been proven over and over again through our client successes. Studies show that 54% are looking for fewer lost or missing invoices. 45 and 51% say increased on-time payments and quicker approval cycles. We can get our jobs done more efficiently. 46% say reduction in processing costs. Again, with the right tools, we can save money. Improving supplier relations and reducing risk has become an increasing focus for procurement, but also for accounts payable departments. Good supplier relationships are a critical part of an organization's success. AP has one of the most visible touch points for suppliers, getting them paid on time, fielding their questions, and also the ability to ensure that early payment discounts are taken whenever possible. In general, AP automation addresses the inefficiencies of a manual system, provides a visibility to the transaction lifecycle, makes AP departments more efficient, eliminates duplicate payments, and allows for more focused exception handling. So why do customers choose to work with New England Document Systems for their accounts payable automation process? Well, we've been doing this a long time, and we understand accounts payable. When we implement a system, we share best practices and assist with a configuration that is right for your organization. Our goals are the same as your goals. We actively work with you to eliminate 99% of your data entry and 99% of duplicate payments. We work with you to achieve 80 to 90% and higher straight-through processing untouched by accounts payable. We have metrics that can prove to us the percentage of touch points and actively work with you to identify groups of documents that can have rules applied to minimize handling. We have clients that have achieved over 90% straight-through processing. When we go live with a system, there may be a 50% rate of untouched invoices, but as we work together, even after go live, we continue to achieve higher and higher percentages. Our team is unusual in the marketplace in that with our system, we continue to meet with you weekly after go live until you are comfortable to go to monthly meetings and continue to provide ongoing support to help you reach your goals. These measures have proven the cost reduction in accounts payable departments, and they are achievable. Your valuable resources can be doing more proactive tasks to improve your company's bottom line. So let's talk about how it works. There's no more paper, no more filing. If you need to look up an invoice, look it up in your system. And because all the information is tracked and logged and recorded, all of that information is now available in dashboards. Real-time dashboards for reporting and KPIs and analytics. You now have at your fingertips a wealth of information to help you run your department and your company much more efficiently than ever. The accounts payable department has now risen to be a true valued partner within an organization. Reporting on a company spend is critical, and with AP automation, AP can report on where dollars are being spent as supply chain management is becoming a priority. Automation software allows AP to think strategically, like taking advantage and asking for early payment discounts. Any data within the system can be reported on. One very valuable report is the Accrued Liabilities Report that offers month-end, quarter-end, and year-end visibility to invoices that are in your system, waiting for approval, or waiting for matching and have not yet hit your ERP. With a touch of a button, any report automatically exports to Excel. These reports are at your fingertips as opposed to going around to each processor to determine where an invoice is in the process. Our AP automation solution, Vision 360, offers a number of reports and KPIs with graphical interpretations that make it easy for assimilation and comparison, and that can measure progress so that your system is fully transparent. Some of these include aging, processing time, and AP involvement, among many others. In this report, the blue indicates AP involvement. The orange indicates AP non-involvement. Pretty straightforward. The blue pie piece says 27% AP had to touch, 73% flow through Vision 360 without anyone in AP having to touch a single invoice. Now those are huge because that's what you want to know. How efficient is your processing in your system? How do you go from 70 to 75%, from 75 to 80%, to 85 to 90%? The only way to do that is to be able to drill down into the 27% to see why AP did have to touch them. There could be reasons why AP has to touch these, but you need to know what the reasons are. Vision 360 reports are interactive. I can click on that 27% and I can look at every one of the invoices and determine why they stopped. Why did they require special attention? So let's take a look at the system components in addition to reporting. Data capture is part of the Vision 360 AP automation system. Here's an example of what some of the OCR data recognition looks like. Now, what you're seeing right now does not involve you. You don't have to purchase anything. This is part of our software and services package. This is not customer facing, but it is built into the Vision 360 process. All of this is done for you. We ensure over 99% accuracy of all data. We train and cross-train our staff so that we can meet our turnaround deadlines. No matter what anyone says, OCR software is still between 80 to 90% accurate. We have human validation that is included so that you will be receiving accurate data. This means that you won't have to enter invoices into your system any longer. Your team doesn't have to worry about medical leaves or vacation time or backlogs in the processing of your invoices. We take that over as our responsibility. So here's how it all works. We receive your email vendor invoices. We can pick up paper invoices from a PO box if you need. We can also ingest EDI data into the system. Once you log into Vision 360, this is an example of an overview screen. This tells you the location of your invoices that have been imported during the last import, and it's a real-time dashboard. You don't need to do anything here, but you could drill down into any of these invoices right now. This is a cloud-based unlimited user system. We interrogate an invoice and it comes into the system. When it does, we apply routing rules, auto-coding rules, workflow rules, and obviously the 2- and 3-way match is done automatically within our system. The idea, as we've mentioned before, is to have this all done for you. There's an email notification that is sent out to any approver with a link to look at an invoice. You can approve an invoice or assign GL coding if that's what your business rule is. This can be done through any mobile device such as a tablet or cell phone. The system keeps track of where in the process the invoice lies. Accounts Payable has total 100% capability to view and track any invoice. We can see there are 27 open invoices for $64,000. 11 invoices in our purchase order auto match queue. Vision 360 is attempting to automatically match these invoices against a PO and the receipts. This is a fully automated process. There are 7 invoices in the AP pre-screen. This is where an invoice appears that doesn't have any auto routing assigned. This could be a new vendor invoice. AP can look at the invoice and add coding or route on an ad hoc basis. One invoice is in the pending approval queue. This indicates that the system has automatically assigned an approver to look at an invoice to approve. The AP final review queue is where any invoice that you may want to stop prior to sending it directly into your ERP. You can stop any invoices that may have a high dollar value or perhaps certain vendors that you want to double check. However, other than that, the system moves invoice data directly into your ERP without any AP involvement, provided there is an accurate PO match. What does Vision 360 look like? It's a very clean, easy-to-use interface. Image to the right, all the collected and validated data to the left. Line items and notes at the bottom. There are a number of dashboards to the far left that give you the ability to look at invoices in different ways, perhaps by individual company or by accounts payable processor. All actions are at the top of the screen. Everything you need to process an invoice is on one screen. Your AP staff has ultimate authority and ultimate control, and all of your company's business rules and policies are enforced. Now, if an invoice comes in and it doesn't have a purchase order on it, AP doesn't need to do a thing. There's an email notification that is sent out to an approver with a link to look at an invoice. If I need to approve this invoice as the approver, I simply click on the hyperlink in the middle of the screen, and the invoices that I need to approve appear. This is usually sent out once a day, unless all of the invoices are still waiting for that specific approver to take action on. The system will match up exactly with your ERP coding strings and naming conventions. One of the things that Vision 360 can do, which is very powerful and is very helpful to a lot of our clients, is auto-coding. Vision 360 is smart enough to know how to apply coding on a non-purchase order invoice. For example, annual software maintenance. That bill comes in every year. Vision 360 would have known how it was done last year and automatically applied the coding so that no one had to enter a keystroke. All I need to do is approve. If you're dealing with taxes or freight, Vision 360 handles PSTs, GSTs, HSTs, Canadian taxes, international taxes. We see invoices from over 40 countries and all types of currencies every day. It is very easy to review the invoice and approve, forward, or reject. Approval rules can be configured in many ways. Some examples: hierarchy and dollar limit approvals, and escalation if an invoice sits in someone's queue too long. As I've mentioned before, you can approve an invoice or assign GL coding if that's what your business rule is. Through Vision 360 Enterprise, the system keeps track of where the invoice is in the process. We make this quick and easy for your approvals to make sure they're not spending a lot of time. What about purchase orders? Vision 360 connects with your financial system. The PO matching system runs through a series of rules. You can drill down to see the actual purchase order and even the receipt data and how the system automatically matched the invoice. Think about how long that takes someone in your team to do today. Apply the taxes, the freight, the variances. All of these rules are applied automatically. There is a complete audit trail and history of an invoice. $1 million invoice, how did it get approved? There are a series of quick link reports. If you click on the Quick Links tab, there's a complete history of what happened to this invoice while it was in the system. You can see who approved it on such and such a date and time and confirm that it was within their authority limit, or maybe it exceeded their authority limit and was escalated to another approver. You can have invoices route to as many people as needed. All of that detail is available in the system for security, compliance, auditing, and tracking, and exports to Excel at the touch of a button. Optionally, many companies are benefiting from working with our system for payment processing. What used to be another manual and cumbersome process is now streamlined and managed for you with real-time outbound vendor enablement and validation. We can automate 100% of your payments to your suppliers, regardless of their capabilities, integrated into your existing platform. We handle all aspects of your outbound payments electronically and automatically, paying your vendors using checks, virtual cards, or ACH. We receive your invoice and vendor data, and reporting is automatically updated for easy reconciliation. Using a custodial bank account, we have no access to your company's actual bank information. Our payment processing reduces your time and your employee resources while streamlining manual errors, fees, and costs. Our U.S.-based industry experts are available 24/7, 365 days for support. A few things listed here to help you in your search for the right AP automation solution. Is this system flexible and easily configurable? Cloud-based with unlimited users and unlimited invoices so that the system is scalable to accommodate your growth? Smart data capture done for you? And most importantly, as I've mentioned, validated for you, so you have accurate data in your system from day one. Configurable workflows and approval from any device is essential in today's world. Of course, you want to be fully integrated with your ERP, your system of record. You also want to be sure you can add support to your invoices or upload invoices directly into the system. Reports, analytics, and redundancy are all super important as well. Support, what you hear from references regarding this says a lot about the vendor you choose to partner with. Many systems go in, but try getting someone to help you down the road. You really want a true partnership where you are a big fish and not just a number. So what does it take to get started? For those of you who are thinking you'd like to get something done, we always recommend building a business case. Basically, there are 4 steps. Step 1. Describe the issues. What are your challenges? Keying errors? Slow approvals? Too much paper? Suppliers putting you on credit hold? Are you growing and need to add more staff to do the job? Take these bullet points and write them down and document them. Step 2. Are there any alternative solutions? What would an additional FTE cost? Is AP automation a better solution for the organization as a whole? Step 3. Make a recommendation, whether it's Vision 360 or keeping paper or some other process that you feel is going to be a good fit for your organization. Step 4. Have a high-level implementation plan. Who will see this project through to completion? Who will make sure that it succeeds? Maybe it's you, maybe it's a project manager, maybe it's relying on us. Whoever it is, highlight and document that to show that you've got somebody that's committed. If you do this, you'll definitely stand a better chance of getting your project approved. So how do we implement a system? 3 steps here. Step 1 is discovery. It's understanding what you do and why you do things. Documenting the process and making recommendations to eliminate bottlenecks. We hold workshops about an hour long each to understand your capture rules, your coding rules, your routing rules, POs, taxes, freight, and special circumstances that are unique to your company. Step 2 is configuration and testing. Then step 3 is going live. These can happen at a pace that you're comfortable with. From our perspective, our team can drive the entire project. Our team will manage and complete all of the documentation. If you have a project manager, we can work with them. Otherwise, we're able to drive the whole thing. If you'd like to see the full system in action, we can coordinate a demo one-on-one. We're happy to talk to you about your company's specific needs, processes, and pain points. Here are a few frequently asked questions. How many invoices do your clients usually process? Well, our clients really span the spectrum when it comes to their volumes, anywhere from 500 invoices per month to over 50,000 invoices per month and everywhere in between. Can we route invoices to multiple approvers? Absolutely. Whether it's based on your approval matrix or some level of escalation, whatever you need to do. If you need to have multiple pairs of eyes looking at an invoice, we can accommodate that. Can backup be added to an invoice? Yes, you can save backup to an invoice just like you do today. Another question, do we need to buy the OCR software? The data extraction is built into Vision 360. Not only do you not need to buy software, there's nothing for you to do. You're simply going to be setting routing and approval matrices, match and coding rules, and once you're done, your system operates in an automatic fashion. The only thing that you need to do is handle exceptions. What ERPs do you integrate with and how much IT is needed? That's a big one because that can squash a deal. Vision 360 is ERP agnostic. We can integrate with any ERP, and for many, we have already built integration kits. If not, the piece that we need to work with your IT department is on getting us the data to and from your financial system. We need a vendor master file and chart of accounts. For PO matching, we need a PO file, and for a three-way match, we also need a receipt file. Then we can send a posting file back to your ERP. How long does it take to set up Vision 360? That's a tricky one because we implement in phases. Often we can get all your paper off your desktop and out of the email system as a phase 1. Then we add coding and routing rules. If you have a PO system, we can set up full matching, including variances and taxes, or this can be handled as a phase 2. I'll tell you that it can be anywhere from 30 to 90 days depending on the complexity of your requirements. Phase 3 could also be payment processing that can be set up within a week. That's probably a good baseline for you to use. We are always happy to answer questions that you may have and share best practices. We know you have a lot of choices, and we really hope that when you want to look at a partner to move forward with, that you'll consider New England Document Systems. There's a lot of great information on our website, www.nedocs.com. If you'd like a copy of today's webinar, please email me or call me, and I'll gladly send it over to you. Thank you so much for investing your time with us today, and I hope we get to meet in the future.